It's interconference time for these Thunder as they and with tip. Yeah, he's special, DA. Absolutely. Thanks. You can see it all over the league. Injuries, Brent, beginning to affect some teams, but it's hard to pay your stars and maintain a deep bench all under the salary cap. It's a very difficult dance to do.
This is why sitting next to you as a broadcaster is a really less stressful thing to do rather than be a general manager in the league.
Yeah.
So hard to make.
But you could be a general manager in this league.
Maybe at some point, Kevin, but right now I'm enjoying this seat with you. And I'm wondering how it is that some of these teams can get creative with cap analytics guys and their strategy, how much they want to press forward given some of the restrictions of what you can do with your roster. But we know the more players you have that can step in and be ready, these deeper teams during the regular season usually pile up a few more wins than those that don't have that approach.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Roberson and George fill out the wings. Patterson is the 4 with Adams in the middle. And it's Westbrook in at the 1 spot. Now here's George. He's coming off a 22-point game against Brooklyn.
And don't forget about his assists. His playmaking was as good or better than his scoring. He was in complete control out there.
Westbrook, no good.
I'm not sure if it's a bad start or unlucky here. 0 for 4. Can't think too much about it. Just got to get that first one to go.
George looking around. Passes it to Westbrook. Overdone. Westbrook missing again.
I still love the shot selection. The defense wasn't really a factor. You need to be more aggressive guarding the mid-range.
Good on the shot.
And I ask you, what can you do? This guy is a phenomenal decision maker.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And Roberson kicks to Westbrook. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup.
So explosive on the inside. Russell Westbrook, crazy athletic.
Dunn passes to Allen. Outside, Levine. Out to the right wing. 6 to shoot. Dunn with it. Westbrook picks him up. That's good from Allen on the assist from Dunn. Allen's got his second basket of the night.
Bit of a picture-perfect start here to this game. They've connected on all 3 looks.
Westbrook kicks to George. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. On the wing, George. And that one is off. And it's Chicago the other way. And going against Oklahoma City, their first meeting of the year.
Yeah, 2 clubs that rarely face off, East versus West. This is going to be a nice treat for the fans.
Kicking off this 2-game season series, I expect a lot of feeling out by both teams and the coaching staff. And then a number of subsequent adjustments in this one.
There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
Yeah, Paul George on the inside, comfortable knowing where he can get to, just tries to find a sliver of room in order to get that shot off.
Markkanen against Patterson. Markkanen passes to Allen. Over George. Releases. Allen, that's good. Allen's got 6 points.
These guys are like dentists right now. 4 out of 5 recommending a made shot. They're in a great groove.
Westbrook finds George. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Westbrook passes to George. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Roberson off target from outside. Chicago leading by 4. Allen dishes to Markkanen. Allen passes to Levine. And it's done in the corner. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Levine.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Done against Westbrook. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Done against George. Dunn kicks to Allen. Pass to Levine. Westbrook against Allen. And there's the pass to Markkanen. Here's Carter. Adams, some nice D.
The defense was solid there, smothering him close inside, and that's how you want to guard him.
Pass to Patterson for the three. They get it back. And Adams with the slam.
Adams, such a physical presence out there on the glass. This is how he gets a lot of his points.
And he got the whistle, so he'll have a three-point play opportunity. Billy Donovan has faced a tough job in Oklahoma City, Brent. Star players leaving town, some even criticizing him after they left.
The circumstances of Billy Donovan moving off of what he did at the University of Florida and making that a powerhouse Division I basketball program. It's been very interesting to have Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant to begin your career, and then pushing that team to almost beating the Golden State Warriors, losing in a Game 7 to losing Kevin Durant. Billy Donovan's seen a lot in the early part of his career. The hopes is that he continues to grow and learn. Really happy with the hire of Billy Donovan and what he brings to the table in terms of his basketball acumen.
Here's Roberson. Chris Dunn making his last shot. Left side, Westbrook. Got a hand on it, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Jabari Parker's checked in for the Bulls. Noel's checked in for Oklahoma City. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Roberson. Now here's Levine. Against Indiana, he was really on his game. Back to Allen. Over George. Allen's shot is off.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Outside Westbrook. Over Levine. The shot's good from Westbrook. Westbrook's got 6.
Well, that's a shot that Westbrook has learned to use well. When he's hitting that one, it's going to open up some lanes later in the game.
Dunn kicks to Carter. Passes to Dunn. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Allen, that's good. And so here is Oklahoma City, trailing by 2. George against Allen. Puts up a 3. Rebound by Parker.
He just can't find the bottom of the net right now. He's looking frustrated. This quarter has been a bit of a nightmare for him.
Allen finds Parker. Dunn with it. He's covered by Noel. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And so here is Oklahoma City. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And anytime you come off the bench, you know your role. And that night, it was about scoring.
Well, good collective team unity. Everyone pitching in, so trying to win for one another. That's a good thing.
Allen's shot is off. Oklahoma City's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Schroeder passes to Westbrook. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. So Chicago going with it. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Allen surveying the D. Dishes it to Levine. Back to Allen. And then Allen slams it in.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
Well, we talk about the D. Let's credit the offense. He attacked right there from the moment he saw the opening, not letting the defense react.
And down low, it's Markkanen and Carter. Dunn and Levine are the guard set. And it's Allen in at the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Pacers delivered quite a performance. He finished with 36 points and was diming everybody up with an incredible assist game, setting up his teammates all night long. It's rare to see any player put up numbers like that. It's likely a game he'll always remember. Kevin?
Great Great, David. Appreciate it. Well, he set the bar pretty high for himself with that performance.
He did. I mean, but we know he's going to try to raise that bar again tonight. No matter how good he is, he's always thinking he can do better.
And the great players are never satisfied. We'll see what he does in the next one.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, the team is still up despite him struggling, so hopefully he'll find his rhythm.
Now here's Levine. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Yeah, they should bring out a big razor right now, Kevin. A great start, an aggressive move to show they're not going to lay down.
The Thunder last season assembling a big three of Russell Westbrook, Paul George, and Carmelo Anthony didn't mesh, Brent, like they had hoped. In your opinion, what went wrong?
Well, a bit of a down season in terms of the scoring for Melo, but reasons for that, just not as many opportunities and playing outside along the three-point line. The biggest damage last year was the Robertson injury. It felt like in December the OKC team started to find its stride, and Robertson going out of the lineup, there just wasn't enough of the depth on that roster to make up the difference for them defensively, and OKC never really seemed to find its footing or confidence again.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Adams checked in, pass to Robertson, poked away. Shot clock at 6. Here's Patterson. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Bulls trail by 3. Here's Dunn. Makes it off the glass. Dunn's got 6.
And Dunn is spectacular, seeking contact and getting it.
He just absorbs the hit, yet still able to finish.
Oklahoma City's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. From the baseline. That one, no good. And the Bulls going the other way now. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Away from home, you got to execute, and they did that flawlessly.
Never really perfect on the offensive end, and probably 1 or 2 possessions they'd love to have back, but on the whole, a tremendous synergy on offense. Yeah, his shot just doesn't seem to be synced up right now. Here's hoping he finds it soon, because his team is really going to need that production tonight.
Allen, that's good.
He's having a night right now. Credit to the shooting touch, helping his team with the lead.
The Thunder shooting 32% overall right now, not one of their better showings. Westbrook drives in, played in with a nice touch off the glass. Westbrook's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, Kevin, hope that's not a defensive tactic, but that's what you saw there. Westbrook handling the rock and has the quickness to drive on pretty much anyone.
Now here's Markkanen. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Dunn passes to Allen. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Outside, Felton. Felton against Dunn. He kicks it to Allen. And here is Markkanen. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Here's Robertson, and the dunk by Robertson.
Yeah, Robertson rising up and stretching out a bit to throw one in.
Bean passes to Carter. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Allen dishes to Markkanen. Kicks it to Levine. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. And there's the feed to Allen. And it's blocked.
Robertson out there to play defense. He excels at getting off the ground so quickly to get the block.
Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Oklahoma City. The Thunder with the lead. Now Westbrook. He picked up 36 points in their last one against the Nets in Brooklyn.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around, it just his effort level was off the charts.
Plenty of space. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And Greg, certainly the knock on Dennis Schroeder is play on the defensive end.
Nobody questions how effective he is on offense. I just think he has a tendency to take a few too many plays off and too many chances on defense. If he wants to be viewed as a top point guard in this league, he'll need to show some consistency on the defensive end.
Now here is Carter. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Indiana.
I also thought he did a tremendous job in terms of timing in that game, swatting away some shots. Ended up with 3 blocks in that game.
Allen outside. Levine inside the three-point line. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Well, he's like a carpenter out there. Great floor awareness, zipping the ball over to his teammates with ease.
Westbrook against Levine. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Russell Westbrook, passionate about the game of basketball, Brent, we know that, but fashion among his foremost interests outside the game.
Yeah, the honor the gift fashion line, which, you know, Kevin, you and I don't think we have much in our closets from that, but got to respect it. Fearless, not only on the court, but off the court in some of the attire that Russell Westbrook brings to the game.
A three-pointer is right on target. And that's now 10 points for George.
A lot of points coming from Paul George from the three-point line over the past couple seasons. The D has to play out on him, and that creates the space.
Now here's Allen. 18 points for him. Outside, Levine. Right at the free throw line. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 5 rebounds tonight. Done against Schroeder. Patterson with it. In the corner, it's Westbrook. Adams down low. Lopez covering, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Well, you can guess right, or you can guess wrong.
And so it's Oklahoma City.
Well, you have scored in bunches tonight, and you're making it look easy, and it isn't. How are you doing that?
Well, you know, it only looks easy because my teammates making it look easy. You know, they've been doing some great work for me tonight.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So and now the third quarter about to get going. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game. He has been everywhere.
And I just love how aggressive he is. Usually tries to work for the best shot that he can.
But we saw that in the first half, and he's constantly on the move and slipping behind the eyes of the defense to work closer to the rim.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So for Oklahoma City right now, Westbrook and Robertson, the backcourt. Patterson is the 4 with Adams in the middle. And it's George in at the 3.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
And you could try to key in on him, but that's tough. They run plays that routinely give him makeable looks. And when he's this close, he's got to make it. The defense was pretty good, but just shouldn't miss that. That's a wide open shot. Sadly, he came up short.
Now here's Allen. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Levine kicks to Allen. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Westbrook against Dunn. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Dunn's got 8 points.
Amazing job by Dunn, positioning himself well inside and dominating the defense.
Here's the lob to Adams. Can't hit that one.
A highlight reel play all the way, just can't connect.
Man, what a missed opportunity there. Really just came down to some poor timing.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Pulls up on the elbow, and that one's good. Westbrook's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, put that one on repeat right there. Westbrook smart enough to make a good decision on the pick and roll.
Allen kicks to Markkanen. Lays tees it up off the glass.
Yeah, couldn't have asked for a better start to the second half, minus that one miss. 3 of 4 now from the field right now in the second half.
To the left wing. Robertson finds Westbrook. Adams in the high post. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. 6 points for him.
Well, you're going to play Westbrook on that pick and roll to shoot it. He's underrated in being a distributor.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Dunn passes to Markkanen. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Here's Allen in for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night.
Yeah, they've only missed 1 out of their first 5 shots here in the second half, guys. Their offense really moving well, ball snapping, and the shooting looks to be in great rhythm.
Here's Robertson. He averages about 5 points a game. Adams dishes to Westbrook. And the dunk by Westbrook.
Well, Russell does historic things, and maybe tonight's another one.
Bulls trail by 7. Allen right side. Back to Dunn. Markkanen kicks to Carter. On the wing, Levine. Back to Carter. Over Adams. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. George has got 4 rebounds now tonight. To the inside. Here's Robertson. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
And the execution has just been off defensively here in the second. Play after play, it's almost as if they're a step slow.
Bulls making a switch here. Portis is checked in. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Nerlens Noel checks in for Patrick Patterson. Now here's Westbrook following the miss by Chris Dunn. And there's the 3-second violation. And a moment here to recognize the Western Conference Player of the Month, Russell Westbrook.
They say defense wins championships. Well, it also wins awards, and his defense during this stretch has been nothing short of jaw-dropping. He has been disruptive with his challenges and has accounted for a metric ton of turnovers with his ball hawking. You have to give it up to this man.
Brent, we're seeing a number of superstars sign shorter contracts with early opt-outs. Why have we seen that trend?
Well, I think in some of those cases, the players are knowing that the opportunity for a larger cap in the successive years, they want the opportunity to maximize their earning potential. So seeing a Kevin Durant or a LeBron James sign a 1-year deal or a 1+1, it gives them the opportunity to cash in a year later for the type of contract that they deserve, the maximum contract allowable.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Now here's Allen. Outside Portis. Back to Allen. Banked in off the glass. Allen's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, one of the few bright spots for his team. I mean, he's had a very efficient offensive performance.
No doubt without these contributions, they'd be in a much deeper hole in this one, no question.
Here's Adams. 6 points for him. Here's George. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. 9-point game. Over George. Dunn misses.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Here's Robertson, guarded by Levine. To the middle. And Adams with the slam.
But you don't want to give Adams the N1 opportunity. Better to wrap him up and force him to try to earn all the points from the free throw line.
Some changes for Chicago. Parker comes in for Carter. And it's Payne in for Dunn. Alex Abrinas is checked in for Oklahoma City. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Russell Westbrook. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Now here's Allen. 24 points for him. In the corner, it's Levine. Shot from 12. Allen's shot is off.
And getting a hand in the shooter's face, locking down that in-between area.
Just taking on the challenge on every possession. I love defenders who give nothing away.
Here's Schroeder. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Nice use of the pick and roll from Schroeder there. Allows him to get an easy shot.
The Bulls have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Payne kicks to Levine. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Looking to end the run. That's good from Allen on the assist by Levine. Levine's got 5 assists tonight. Oklahoma City leading by 12. Abrines the pass to Adams. Got a piece of it. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Here's Payne. Drops in the breakaway layup.
And they need those kind of plays right now. Smart defense that generates some O.
Abrines kicks to Adams. The pass to Schroeder. Back to Adams. To the left side wing. 6 to shoot. Here's Schroeder. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
And offensively, they seem to have turned a corner.
Bulls trail by 12. Allen outside. Pass to Parker. Inside. Shoots inside. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession. So for the Bulls. Dunn dishes to Allen. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got assist number 5 here tonight.
That's some good interior passing, and that's how you move it on the inside.
Dunn and Holiday team up in the backcourt. And down low, it's Markkanen and Carter. And it's Allen in at the small forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Westbrook, no good.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, maybe lazy play calling or just going through the motions on that possession. This often leads to a bad shot.
Inside, here's George. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. George has got 25 points.
I don't think the timing could have been any better as Russell Westbrook does a great job of taking advantage of the defense.
The wide open look here for Holiday. A three-pointer off the mark.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
And Robertson has it in the corner. Westbrook finds Patterson. Here's Roberson, guarded by Holiday. Outside for George. And the 3 off target. Bulls trail by 16. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the 4th. Back to Allen. The dish to Dunn. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday.
Some turnovers necessary. That one, not so much.
Zach LaVine's checked in for Justin Holiday. Right side, Westbrook. And here's George for 3. A shot missing. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Here's Allen. That's good. And it's LaVine with the assist. That's now 32 points for Allen.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Roberson kicks to Westbrook. Good on the triple. And the Thunder lead by 17.
And you can see they're waking up after what was a sluggish first half for them offensively. They've been much more accurate from the field since halftime.
Now here's Markkanen. Dunn outside. Passes it to Carter. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
And they're leaning on the mid-range right now. That's 6 of their last 10 from that area.
Here's Roberson. Westbrook up top. Dunn covering. In the corner. George with it. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. George has got 27 points.
Plays pretty even keeled, does Paul George. Never too high or too low. And even with the defense on him, task at hand, score, and he did.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
And Paul George, a terrific two-way player, an all-star, an all-NBA performer, and multiple all-defense selections.
Now here's Dunn to the inside. Allen. And Allen slams it in.
Now that's the way it's done. Take it up high and throw it down with everything you got.
That's right. He was not going to take the soft approach on that drive.
Well, not that wide open. You're given a juicy gift by the defense. You got to sink your teeth into it.
Pass to George. And that one goes long. And Paul George has made it a goal to win Defensive Player of the Year.
I mean, he's got tremendous length and quickness, but really his pride at that end of the floor might matter even more. He just takes great pride in being a complete player.
Now, here is George after the miss from Allen. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that 4th foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
Roberson gets the bucket.
Well, I like watching Roberson get involved in the offense, especially when he gets down there. Nice soft touch down on the inside.
Knocks it loose. Paul George with the steal. And Roberson kicks to George. High post try. Noel. Great positioning on the putback. And the Thunder lead by 19.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Bulls moving the ball around. Levine passes to Allen. Back to Levine. Now here's Allen. He feeds it to Carter. Over Noel. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. And that's now 6 points for Wendell Carter. Westbrook kicks to Patterson. Stolen by Levine. Shoots. That's good on the jump shot. Here's Westbrook. Outside, George. And it's George finishing it off.
Yeah, Paul George, look out. Hammers that one home.
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Trailing by 17. Allen dishes to Carter. Dunn passes to Allen. Back to Dunn. Carter kicks to Markkanen. Feeds to Allen. Just 5 to shoot. Over George. It's hauled in by George. George has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And he uses the glass on the layup. George has got 11 points in the quarter.
Paul George is aggressive. Look at his eyes right now, focused on scoring, and he sees the open path and gets right there.
14 feet away. That one off the back iron and out. Oklahoma City leading by 19 points. To the middle. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Well, Paul George has definitely garnered some strength through the years now, and he's developed that over time in the offseason, being diligent with his work ethic and gets through contact on that play.
And George gets the whistle that time. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. We hear a lot about small market teams being anxious about retaining their own star players. Is that overblown, or do you think there is reason for concern on their part?
Do we think that players are not going to get recognized if they play in the small market by the national media, if they're one of the best players?
Well, look at Oklahoma City, look at Milwaukee with Antetokounmpo. I mean, they're all getting recognized.
Yeah, I think these ideas have gone by the wayside for a lot of players, and they want the best opportunity for their playing and their best opportunity to shine, no matter where that is. So it's a bit of an archaic argument, in my opinion, Kevin, the way it is that we see guys nowadays, and take the small market thing out about it. There's one market, it's called the NBA.
Oh, wow, guys, doesn't look good. We've got an injury here.
And boy, when you see someone hurting like this, it's always scary.
Yeah, it reminds you of what's really important. Health, number one. Everything else comes after that.
Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Oklahoma City. Now, here's George over Allen. George, no good.
I'm just wondering why the defense is laying off. Luckily, they didn't pay for their mistake.
Levine kicks to Dunn. There's the feed to Allen. Shot to end this cold run. Stolen by George. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That's his 5th foul.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Schroeder against Dunn. And the pass to Roberson. You look around the NBA, amazing players, global interest, franchise values are going through the roof. Do you feel like the league is entering a golden age, if it's not already in a golden age?
I think it is, Kevin, at least offensively. What we've seen over the last 5 years with the adoption of most of the teams of the three-point shot, it's been some of the greatest offensive basketball the league has ever seen. And this idea that the evolution of the game stopped when it is at number 23 retired is kind of silly. I love where the game is at. I love where it's going. And I'm excited to be here tonight to watch this action with you.
Which number 23? We've got two pretty prominent number 23s in the history of this game.
I was thinking the
Most
one
recent
I played
23?
against. Yeah.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but